tired today. God bless everyone. I'm a little tired today. It's October 27th, 2025. We all have gifts to the world. And we're meant to explore these gifts and give these gifts. Okay? We're meant to correct wrongdoing. And we're meant to be vocal about it. More importantly, we're meant to do something about it. No one's going to change the world for us. We are the only ones to make the change. Hello, Falcon. God bless you. Hello, Stone. Yeah. You have to be the one to say hi. You have to one to give praise. You love pie. You have to be the one to help people. Okay? You have to one to give compliments. Don't expect other people. You're the reason why you're here. Why we're all here. You're the one meant to give love. And again, give the unique thing about you to the world. Yeah. God loves all you guys. Hello, West Side. Hello. My number one tip would be to laugh at everything, because then you don't take it serious. People are trying to affect you. Most people are full of hate. Okay? They're full of their perspective, which is just something they've created, and it becomes their reality. So just laugh at everybody and everything. Doesn't have to be like a super strong, continuous laugh. Everybody's trying to get to you in one way or another, because however they're feeling, they're trying to spread it. It doesn't even matter if they're purposely doing it. Okay? So, people that don't feel love, they're gonna be in misery, and they're gonna just spread it automatically. It's not really a choice by them. Okay? That's why they'll also do these sideways jokes. When people are mad, it doesn't matter if they're purposely being mad to you or angry towards you. They're simply going to give off madness. Hello, the Netherlands. I'm not crying. You're the one that seems angry about it. Very easy to tell. And then you're going to get angry about that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You could be disappointed. I understand that. But it doesn't matter how someone is. That's what they're going to give off to the world. Okay? Doesn't matter if they're doing it intentionally. Most people are doing it unintentionally. Their mind is going, why me, why me, why me? Most people are unaware of what they're causing to the world. Misery loves company. Okay? And God loves everybody. And He's always there. Your natural state is love. Anything other than love, you're creating, and then you have to perpetuate it. So all evil is perpetuating its own self-pity. Okay? When you resist life, you simply make it harder. Everybody makes their life harder. Okay? When you hate, you're simply resisting the current moment. You create the resistance. You hate the resistance you've created. Okay? It's self-sabotage. And again, misery loves company. So even if someone's not purposely trying to spread their misery, they're still doing it because they're miserable inside. Okay? So it connects to everything around them. Carl. Where's the walk, my friend? It's just for live. Yeah, it's just for exercise. I've been live for 3 weeks straight. Well, you've been marking it on your calendar for 3 weeks straight. And you must have been there every single day, whether you're commenting or not. Saving that has nothing to do with you. Get that judgment out of your mind, sir. Hello, Australia. This is like the time for Australia. Yeah. Hello, Stone. And hello from Siberia. Yeah. Carl Jung, I've never even read him. Can I ask a question without offending one? Yeah. I love all you guys. With a side of meth. Yeah, don't hand me your backward comments and be fake about it, Kier. You just exposed yourself. You didn't have 100 for me. Stop lying. lying in the name of God. You're lying to the universe, so you will always pity your life. Also, you're not only lying to the universe and God, which is the greatest sin, it's also to lie to yourself. You must resist life. You must resist the temptations and the things that you're addicted to. Yeah. You can't resist life because life is everything. Resisting life would be forcing something. Hate is something you're forced. Okay? You don't even want to hate. It goes against the very nature of who you are. And it sucks to feel it. It, well, Yabu or I am. Well, that is true to some degree. The idea is just something in your head. Oh, not a live social media streamer? Yeah. There's no reason to hate anybody. As soon as you hate one thing, you become full of hate. Okay? Then it holds you back. Yeah. So hating one thing is hating everything. Okay? And we're supposed to enjoy our life. So if you're not enjoying your life, then this is telling you, oh, there's something else that I should be doing. I can be doing. It's something that I enjoy more. Yeah. If we act out of anger towards anything, simply we're no better than the thing that's making us angry. The stash is never getting trimmed. Harris, the drug of choice is just your idea of something. It doesn't even exist. And the stash, there has been a lighter that has got to it. So a fire has trimmed it. It's not poop in my beard, Crazy Dutch. It's just poop in your mind, as we can all tell. You hate your hate. Well, that's just making you feel hate. Yeah. Babies don't hate. It's simply not natural to hate. You're literally going against the grain. You're being a victim towards yourself. Hate is something forced. And you can only hate your thoughts and your perspective. So while you think you hate the world or someone outside of you, you only hate your own ideas. your own perspectives. Hate my own teeth? Well, you'll take that up with God, not me. And if you do go to hell, it's going to be a fun time. And I wouldn't make assumptions about anything. Most people's reality is just an assumption, but they think they know. You'll never know off an assumption. Yeah, Ulf. There's simply nothing to hate. There are no bad things, Tone. There's no such thing. Yeah. Release your mind and let the man do him. Earth Angel got no time for hate. Yeah. Hate is simply making life harder than it is, which most people do it. You can't hate life. It's an oxymoron. Because to be living, it has to be positive. And you're full of love. Love is the universal religion or teaching. And someone who doesn't love, they're always going to want something. And they're always going to search for something. It's this love that's inside of them. You'll never get there through hate. Hate is just a concept. And most people that hate, they're trying to control something, somebody. Little do they know, it will never happen. It's a big letdown. The devil, people say, oh, he runs the world. That's bullshit. That's just your thought about it. More so, if the devil ran the world and controlled most people, he would eventually find love, or he would be in love, which he's not. That's why he tries to control people. Okay? What the devil ultimately wants, and anybody, is to find love. And love is not between you and somebody else. That's just your inflated ego. That's just your thought about love. Love is only between you and God. It is your living life between you and everything. Most people don't feel love, so they avoid it. But it's naturally coming out of you. It's like, how can you not feel love? I'll tell you how. You're caught up in your head. Your head is not real. It's just thinking. It's just your subjective perspective. To actually feel life, then you know love. Everything is held and everything is made of love. You can only feel it though. So if you don't feel it, you're always trying to feel it. It's the only thing to feel. It's the only thing that's real. And again, Everybody wants this unknowingly. You are psychotic. Yeah, well, thank you. He's lost. That's just something you think. Prove I'm lost. Prove it. You can hate unrighteousness. Yeah, that's for God, though. Once you feel love inside of you, you don't hate anything. It's non-existent. Hate is falsifying identification. Yeah. All hate is something, it's a vibration that you feel, which is clenching. It's just tension. It's beyond hate itself. And when you're in the clench, which is self-imposed by you, yourself, you can't get out of it because you self-imposed it, such as the devil. So he creates it. Okay? And again, it's created from the mind. It's not actually here. Thank you, Earth Angel. Yeah. Your whole theology is assumptions. No, it's not. You've just never felt the life that you are. It's very simple. I'm speaking from the heart. I'm speaking from how I feel. It's not an opinion. To the mind, it seems that way. To you, it might seem that way. But it's not an emotion feeling. People just like to go there and gaslight. No, it's the feel of your life. And it's very, very evident when someone is there and feels their life. If you feel it inside of you, which it's already there, you feel the whole entire world. Because you are the whole entire world. You're seeing it, but you never actually observe. You've never questioned it. Your mind's always rattling like a snake. Like someone's talking, but means nothing. Because they're talking from nothing. So once you feel the inside of you life, you feel all of life. Because that's all you are. All there is life. That's all there is. And it's only meant to be felt. That's all you came to do. And then life tells you what you need to do. It's simple as that. Being in your mind is not living life. It's actually shielding, keeping down your soul. The very thing you came here to do. I don't believe in a single perspective. You look like early, man. Why? Yeah, I came on later, Euphoria. Thanks for being here. Yeah. And maybe I'm just going to come on later because the sun's coming up later. So people, they rise from the dead later. Sleeping is being dead. Reading and walking, you're going to immediate incarnatory with a post. Yeah. Doesn't matter to me. Hate is weakness. Yeah. Thanks for the mustache. Get off the meth. Yeah, I'm sorry your mind is struggling with that. We're taking a poll, everybody that talks about drugs. Thanks to all you guys, or the people that talk about drugs, because I never talk about them. But apparently most of the world likes to talk about them. They're the one obsessed with drugs. You're the one talking about them. That means they're on your mind. They're never on my mind. They're eroding your mind. You're involved with drugs. Whether you're taking them, you're speaking about them. It's very close to the similar thing. You're no better than the people actually doing drugs. In fact, you may actually be worse. Something you've never thought about, because some people, they live in their thoughts. They live in just one perspective. It's all they know. Because when someone does a drug, they're at least taking action and trying to do something. Whereas someone who judges them, he sees nothing. He doesn't even see his own ignorance. Yeah. It's better if you fade away, Billy. Because the best thing in the world is to have no judgments in your head at all. And to be free from thoughts. Then you'll know who you actually are. You'll actually feel who you are and realize all the stuff in your head that was going on was never really there. The best drug is love, yeah. It's the best feeling in the world. It's where all drugs are trying to get to. They will never get there, though. Okay? And it's already inside of you. Yeah. Everybody's trying to get to love, but they resist it. Yeah. Weed. I'm in Pennsylvania. Megan, you're feeling like poop. I'm sorry for that. Hopefully you feel better. Hopefully this helps. You're literally making excuses for users. You're making excuses for your excuses, and it's pretty evident. And if you just read your comment back, you can feel the resistance that you have towards life. Mad philosopher. It's very easy to tell. And you don't need to read your comment. Other people can read it. But you can feel your resistance. You don't like it. That's what's making you talk out of your butt. And if I speak John Medina nonsense, that's why you keep coming back here. You're trying to resist. Yeah. If you judge people, if you judge one person, it stays in your mind. And then you end up judging the whole world. And it happens unknowingly. because you're still stuck in the viewpoint or perspective. Whatever you last think stays on with you the whole day. Whatever your viewpoint and how it makes you feel. So most people, before they even come on here, before you say something about me, it's not even about me. They already had some type of negative feeling inside of them. So then they just spew it out to the world. Yeah. For you to not believe sin exists, you'd be a very person to break free from the matrix. And if an evil person would say that, it's not that sin doesn't exist. You can't verify this off of paper. Okay? Because it just can't. The reason why sin exists is the moral compass through your intuition. So someone that would sin would go against God in the natural flow of life. Simply, it would feel bad inside of them. You would feel this. It's beyond even the word. So anybody that sins is going against life. You can feel this. That's the only real proof. That's how you would know it would be bad. But if you're stuck in your head, you could verify and justify anything. God is always in direct communication with you. Okay, people, you could deny it, but you could only deny it from your head. It's simply the feedback of feeling life. Okay? So, again, you feel bad from it. It would be like drinking alcohol or eating a poisonous plant. You feel bad from it. You wouldn't keep on eating the poisonous plant. This has nothing to do with morality. It's life teaching you, which is God. But some people go and keep eating the plant. Okay? If I tell you, oh, God said to eat this plant, and you go eat it, and you feel like absolute poop, am I right? Or is how you feel from it right? No, just completely ignore that. Because people deny, they don't feel their intuition. Hello from Texas. I'm not trying to sound wise. You're trying to sound like you know it all, John Medina. Like you do all the time. Like you're trying to correct me. There's simply no one to correct. Black hole, thank you. Hello, Samuel. Yeah. Peace doesn't come from outside of you. Someone could read the whole Bible and never feel peace. And you feel the peace from inside of you. That's where it starts. And that's where it ends. Everything is felt inside of you. Ignorance is much worse than drugs. Yes, yes. Like I said, he's a drug user. Do you know why he's doing it? Maybe he lost his cat. Maybe his wife just died. Oh no, but he's a drug user. That's coming from your nasty ignorance. Most of the world is living in ignorance. I don't care for anybody's ignorance. It doesn't affect me. I only love them because I know they're full of love. People get caught up in their one idea. They think, oh, this is everything. Oh, I know everything. Oh, but you're judging somebody. How do you know about anybody that's doing drugs? It's just something you're spewing out. Obviously, you have to be negative in a negative state to even do that. You don't know what this person is going through or why he's doing this or her. They actually probably have a very good reason. Okay? And you're not helping. You're not adding to the situation. Yeah, everybody in the world, Joshua Price, is going to feel lonely because that's a concept of the head. As soon as you leave outside the head, which is the whole point of my channel, you feel the life you are, which is everywhere. You feel God. Okay? Everybody's going to feel lonely, more so from the concept. That's where the lonely, if you think about why you're lonely, it's a thought. I want you to delete all your thoughts, become the stillness that you are. There's only a few people in the world that have this. It's everything. Because you're always going to feel lonely when you don't feel your soul. There's a lot of times people are around other people, yet they still feel lonely. There's only one God. It's the God of love. Yeah. Everyone is basically feeling lonely or some type of thing. Your mind is talking to you. It's just you talking. So why do you talk bad to yourself? Okay? You can create any idea at any moment. People, when they have an idea, they actually become the idea. Quote unquote, they get lost. Your idea is not you. Okay? The very life that you are is the real you. You're just a feel of the life. You can be nothing more. You are the pinpoint of existence. You are existence. Okay? Everything you see, you're seeing it. The only reason you can know any of this, how to know anything about the universe, is because you're seeing it or logically thinking about it. Beyond your logic, this is where your life sits. It's when you go to sleep. You never think. You're never thinking and in your sleep. Most people think they know, or they're stuck in their limited perceiving. Most people don't really know anything. You could never prove anything through your mind. There's nothing to prove. The only thing that's really real is to feel the life you are. And it's the best feeling ever. It's when you actually feel God. It's when you feel everything. It's when you feel love. Most people, it's simple. They don't have composure. And again, their mind, it will tell you whatever you want. Most people's minds work against them. Simply, they're uncontrolled. They don't know how to control themselves. You can leave the body at any second without harming it physically. You just don't know how. You actually have to escape your suffering. Everyone's life lesson, it may come in different ways, but you set yourself up for this. Because the ultimate life lesson is to love. So logically, you have to choose love. And it's just the natural occurrence of your body. God created Satan? No, not necessarily. Satan rebelled and he went against love. Satan created himself. Satan was once and still is made of love. But he got greedy. He went against God. Okay. False is just what you think. Okay. I don't know too much about sacred geometry. Yeah, but everything holds a natural shape. Okay. Yeah. The torus and everything resembles the torus field. Yeah. Oh. Pyramids. I don't know everything, but some stuff, are just details, finer details. The most ultimate thing to know is to know God. Just even intellectually, to even think about Him. To even hear Him is a blessing. But the ultimate thing, beyond all knowledge, is to feel love. Everybody wants to feel this. It's completely total acceptance. And it's complete satisfaction for the rest of your life. He's nothing more than a pervert? What are you talking about, John? Please state what you're talking about. Good morning, Kevin Hayes. You act like you do? No, that's just your mind saying I act like I do. I completely just said, yeah. I completely just said I didn't, but you're saying I act like I do. Yeah. It's not that even sin exists. It's when you go against life. That's where it's created. So sin is just a word, but it makes you feel bad, and you quote unquote do evil to the world. That's what God doesn't like. You have to do it out of fear. So that's why you go to hell. For going against God. I don't know, love is supposed to make you permanent happily. Happiness and love go together. Okay. Yes, it does. It's not that it makes you permanent happy. It's already emanating out of your body. John Medina doesn't understand this. He's thinking too logical about it. It's your natural state. You can't think to be here. God gave you life, and life is everything. There's nothing outside of this other than what you're thinking, and which is creating negativity eventually. Love has to be coming out of your life. That's what keeps you alive. It's simply the radiation in the feel of your body. It has nothing to do with your thoughts. Don't listen to negativity. Someone has to be negative to cast out negativity. Yeah, that is true. Carmen, that is true. Yeah. Most people have no interest in finding the meaning of life. They've never even thought about it. They've never even thought about searching for God. Yeah. You're all loved. You're loved simply because you're a part of the Creator's life. You're automatically loved. We all come from there. The thing that God doesn't like, which you don't like either, is your negative, fearful actions. It'd be impossible for God not to like himself or love himself. You simply wouldn't be alive. Quote unquote exist. Thank you, Rollins. Yes, I do. Jesus Christ. Yes, I do. Believe in him. Yeah. You're the thing before going to hell, your life's already gonna be hell. You're already gonna be in fear. You're already gonna have hell in your mind. That's why it basically takes you to hell. Yeah. Disobeying life and going against God. I'm from Pennsylvania, Stan. Yeah. God has built you, and life has built you because you've come from it. The inner compass of morality, which is by feeling. You feel what is righteous. The Bible came down orally, as everything started with a word. The word is the feeling of love. But for the Bible to come, it had to be said orally, which they say from Jesus. I don't lead with feeling. You're messing that up with emotions, John. You're very stuck in the head. And I don't, maybe it is poetic to you, but yeah, the Bible's not the, okay, yeah, stone. And John Medina, I don't know if you've called me anything, but you have said certain things multiple times, different days. And all I'm saying is I'm feeling the love I'm expressing, and also peace. So I don't know what the problem is with that with you, but that's with you. It's not with me, and it's not with anyone else. To the point you're troubled and damaged, does that mean you're going to hell as well? Trauma, depression, and bad things happen to you, Father, Karas. Why would that mean you're going to hell? Just, I don't understand that. Are you trying to say you're doing bad actions? Because if you are, then yes. Yeah. If you do believe in God and you repent, believe in Jesus, you can get saved from all your actions at the moment, or any moment. But that is very hard for someone that's already doing evil things. But it is true. I love all you guys. How's it going? And you guys are all loved. I appreciate all perspectives. All the mods. And I love all you guys no matter what. And most importantly, God loves you. Yeah. Your friend thinks you live in purgatory? Okay. But that's just what he thinks. Are you getting used to the future? I guess so. That is true. The Holy Spirit is in us. You pervert the message. I'm just explaining it in my own way. Everyone explains something in their own way. The Bible explains something. And everyone explains something. Yeah. And I, for one, are not taking word for word. It's straight from the Bible, John Medina. Though it may seem very similar, but it's not. Everyone knows that I'm not taking it word for word. I'll be the first to tell you. They chose and selected the word. Wouldn't all books be written in it? That is a perspective too. Yeah. Most people will just get stuck in one way of thinking and they don't see other perspectives. Yeah. Which, that's up to them. Why judge hate walk if you're walking wouldn't judge? Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. Hello, Jeremy. If I didn't say hi to you yet, there's a bunch of stuff I could be mad about. Again, we only think we're mad when we create it. I could be mad about anything. Okay. But I simply don't want to feel mad. And I haven't been mad in about 11 years. You are Caveman X don't trim. We all look like or resemble cavemen. You are the temple. Yeah. The temple comes from the human, and the temple is just a reflection of you. Very true. You simply know God, Stone? That's fantastic. Yeah. I love you, Stone. The problem with Christianity. Well, some Christians, we've been saying this like yesterday, they've killed the Native Americans, and they've also killed a lot of people. Obviously, doesn't represent all of them, but you can't be going. A lot of Christians, some of them seem to judge too, so that goes against the whole teaching. Well, John Medina, if that's how you feel, then that's just how it is. I mean, I think you're just thinking that. That's not how you absolutely feel, and it doesn't really have nothing to do with you. I just want you to feel your own inner life. I want you to feel absolute happiness and love. And I want that for everybody. Yeah, you have to open your heart, Stone. That's so true. Oh yeah, that's what basically happens, Billy. That's basically what happens. God puts you through all this stuff just to come back to find him. Yeah, so anything that you've ever been through or heard about was to bring you back to God's love. Because people are resistant, you have to go through suffering to reach God. It's the suffering that propels you. How's it going? Yeah. So I do agree with you, Corey. In a, like I see the perspective at least. Yeah, euphoria. Whoever you feel like, whoever you want to remove, the power is in your hands. Thank you for asking. Yeah. Yeah. Everything, again, is just bringing you back to this love. Everything's just a reminder. Every person you see, every event you come across, okay, and every situation in your life, it's just to remind you to act out of love and to be stable in this love. That's all there is. Okay. Life does need more of this, Jeremy, that's for sure. Euphoria's allowed to get how she wants, and I protect everybody in my community, Vernon. Yeah. If I didn't want that, I would make it known. Yeah, next year I'm going to be traveling, and everyone's going to see me that wants to see me. And I plan to see everyone. Yeah. As I'll be holding real life events, I plan to go everywhere. Thank you, Costa. Thank you, Bridget. Yeah. I think I'm going to go on at 8 a.m. Eastern times, because 7 a.m. is now, it's too early because the sun's coming up later for people. Yeah, it's not fair for the rest of the chat. It's not about euphoria, and it's not about, yeah, it's not really about me either. Vernon, I don't know why that's such a deal to you. Yeah, we have the body of God stone. That's very true. We are all a feeling of God. Yeah. He gave us life. And people, when they get caught up in the mind, this is the only barrier to actually feeling the life, to whereas you're projecting all your ideas. God is mindless. He is stillness. We have to have a clear mind. Our thoughts have to completely drop to completely be in His awareness. You already are aware. Okay? It's the one seeing your thoughts. It's the one having your thoughts. Okay? But when the thoughts drop, you automatically feel the Holy Spirit. You feel the whole Trinity. There can be nothing outside of this. Okay. Thoughts are just a conception. You can't even pull your thought out and physically see it. Yeah. When you go to sleep, you die in a way. You're not thinking when you go to sleep. It takes a concentration, a develop of energy to be in stillness. Okay? So it's hard for a lot of people. Why? One, you're overstimulated, which basically is, it's too hard to concentrate. You burn out your system. Okay? Overstimulation. There could be too many cigarettes and too much alcohol and drugs. You're not going to be able to be aware. Then you're drinking caffeine. It's going to run your mind. Okay? And then you're already stuck in your mind. Okay? And then certain foods, they affect how you think. So, and there's so many things that affect your concentration. Okay? Good morning, Strawberry Mira. Anger, yeah. To force anything to go against God, it takes more energy. That's why when you're peaceful and your mind is calm, you're naturally going to have more energy. My fingers are really cold. I'm just walking for the stream globe. Tommy, nothing since your questions. Yeah. My only goal in life is to make you happy and for you to feel the love of God. To feel the life you actually are. Yeah. I have no personal wants. Yeah. I have no attachment to anything. Whether it's sex, which is for most people, or emotions. Do you believe in evolution? I believe in spiritual evolution, which is the real evolution, is awareness of the soul, feeling the divine. Yeah. You should know him. You're a part of him. Yeah. We're all a part of each other. Yeah. Thank you, Bridget. Yeah, negative feeds off of negative. Native also killed each other. That's true too. Yeah. It's both. Yeah, this is peace, Jeremy. I'm glad you feel this. And I'm going to have to get gloves because my fingers are cold from holding the phone out. Yeah, there's always been war going on. But it's up to us to become conscious. And then, once enough people find the love inside of them, there just simply will be no war. Yeah. You know, I wish there wasn't war, but not many people want war. Another human without a soul. Look up the Comanche. I'm gonna need a reminder for that. Yeah, the history likes to pretend that the Europeans made America. Yeah. People just don't even know about that. There's a lot of stuff we don't know. Thank you, Corey Curtis. Thank you, Philip Land. I'll scroll to the top. Do you actually like wearing shorts, Euphoria? Yeah, I'm wearing shorts right now, actually, but and I'm wearing boots because they actually get soggy wet. But the ground is super wet in the morning, so if I wear sandals, freezing. I don't personally like to wear pants. You don't need to join the army to be disciplined and get respect. Yeah. You're casting and projecting that outside of you. Yeah. You already are that. All you can do is be. Red Fox, you're asking the same questions. I have heard of an Aboriginal. Yeah. Yeah, even Euphoria knows. Yeah, Red Fox, you don't have to lie to us. Lying against yourself. Yeah. The calves are kings. Yeah. I used to work out my calves a lot, so thank you, Samuel. Yeah. Hello, Lily. Yeah, we have a bunch of Australians that come in here. So hi, Gilbert. Yeah, walking basically is the best exercise. Especially if you get to walk through like a nice jungle or somewhere like with, I don't know, like a pyramid, somewhere that has a very scenic view, and also on a beach. I don't know how anyone could resist that. Like on the sand with your toes out. And I've always walked up hills because I stay like in hills basically. Yeah. So walking is definitely the best exercise. Some people need, the body needs activity in itself. I would say about like 50% of people, they simply don't feel good because they're not moving and using their body enough. Okay. There's also the fact that getting outside, so being in nature and actually moving the body, says that while drinking sugars. What does sugars have to do with anything, for one? And you commented that super fast if you were talking to me. No, that's actually raw milk. And my body's messed up to where I have to drink sugar anyway. It's actually maple syrup inside of my raw milk. So look at me, I'm Mr. Fit because I walk outside my mom's property. Yeah. It's a great idea. Thank you, Russia, MMA, MMKV. And I was actually supposed to get a cowboy hat from my one friend, but I don't think that's happening anymore. So I guess, I can't be mad about it. I'm still living this life. And that's the thing about most people. All this bad stuff going on, it's usually on the other side of the world. And it's usually not even in front of you. You can always find something bad that's going on, especially if you search for it. There's always people who are sick. There's always animals and humans dying every day. You can always find a reason to be mad. But you're simply living life. You're still living. It can't be that bad, not as much as you project. Yeah. Yeah, and your body, sugar's not bad either. Yeah. Oof, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, oof. No, no, Pop. It's gonna be smooth peanut butter, Samuel. Yeah. It's going to be smooth peanut butter. Yeah, no real man would comment. Do you ever prospect for gold? No. I guess it would be fun to do. People used to do that a lot. The devil's love is fake because he is living in fear. So he's just being deceiving and faking his love. That's why anybody that sides with the devil, they're going to be let down at the end. And you already know. It feels wrong, but your mind is saying, oh, the riches, the lust, the sex. The devil always loses. Well, we are talking about feeling our own actions, Che Guy. And we're also talking about just stop thinking altogether. Hello, Bella Kush. Yeah, you can always find a reason to be happy. Yeah, for sure. But people, once you're feeling negative, which is constricted, you only see constriction. Okay? It's hard for a lot of people to get out of it. Although it's an illusion. Hello, Angel Watcher. Thank you, thank you. Shay Guy, you're probably late to this. Yeah. Okay. But Jesus isn't a bad guy, and nothing Jesus did was bad. And Egyptian and Greeks, whether it was similar or relative, it still wasn't a bad thing. Yeah. And I've never... Some of my stuff, or most of it, may sound like it. But not everything I said has been straight quotes from there. But you haven't been in here to hear that, so... All I hear about are everyone else's beliefs, yeah. Because people... It's like the misery, as we started in the beginning of this live. Misery wants company. Whatever you're feeling inside, it doesn't matter if it's bottled up. You're still giving off your aura, your energy. You can't hide madness. Madness is radiating from you. Okay? You can't hide sadness. You can't hide from yourself. With beliefs, people want the satisfaction of you agreeing with their beliefs. It just makes their beliefs more real or more comfortable. It doesn't matter the belief. It's just, when you have an idea, you want people to agree with your idea. So, Static Monk. It's usually your friends, they agree with your ideas, or people working for Elon Musk. They don't even try to, you know, see it another perspective. I support human beings. So that's a blessing. Good choice, same. Yeah. I can't even eat crunchy peanut butter. Yeah, it's all part of one God. Because if you're speaking about anything other than God, you're just talking about embodied spirits. Yeah. I'm scrolling to the top of the comments. Thank all you guys for being here. I'm gonna stay in for a little bit more. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not making you feel shame or guilty. That's not me. Yeah. Did you ever work on an oil rig? No. But I know people usually do that to get a bunch of money real fast. Yeah. And yeah, Shay Guy, maybe some people want you to feel shame and guilty, but that's because they feel shame and guilty. That's why they're doing it. So, regardless, that's not the point. Yeah. How you feel inside is how the exterior world treats you, and it's how your outside world is. Yeah. You can actually negate uh, childbirth. Well, I'm not sure what you're referring to. Yeah, we were created in God's image, King Jesus. Yeah. Well, Shay Guy, there's no reason to revolt or be angry. You simply can do whatever, but being angry is just making the world angry. Revolting is just making yourself angry. And the only reason that you are angry is because you're angry at your perspective. You really want love. Everybody wants love. Then there is no anger. There are no problems. And nothing can phase you. So, Christ Ians are all over. If you dream of pancakes. I've never tasted food in any. Wow. I've never tasted food in any dream before. Hey, boss. Good luck. Is it bad karma? Um, no, it was just meant to happen. Yeah. We are the church. That is true. That is true, King Jesus King. Jesus never created church. Yeah, that's... You have to bring this up to other people, Bridget. And I'm pretty sure he said not to be religious. Yeah. But still to follow him. If I am correct. That's true, Bridget. Yeah, because he knew, how's it going? This was already going on during Jesus' time. He already seen what was going on with the church and with religious matters. None of this is new. Good morning, boss. Pretty good. It may appear new, but it's not. Good morning, IO5246. We'll be in here a little bit more. Relationship. Yeah. The only relationship you want to cultivate is love. And you want to stay in the being of love, the feel of it. All of existence is made from this. And you want to choose love out of any situation. Yeah. I will be on pretty much every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time. So I'll be going a little later. And I'm going to be trying to go at 8 a.m. They crave God but seek fish heads. That just sounds funny. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you guys crack me up sometimes. Like, I hope you all feel love. That's all I'm trying to spread. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Okay? See if you're choosing love. Do you feel it? Do you have an open heart to reality? Do you feel God's love? Good morning, J-Fam. I'll see what's stone. So the highest vibration and what we're all trying to get to is to feel this love. Simply, if we stop resisting, look for all the tension in our mind, and then feel it in our body. Let all that tension go. Yeah, it is, Bridget, but I forgive them all, and God is just testing me. It's all right. God tests me in real life, and it's how I came to be. This is the one-handed prayer. We all walk God, yeah, different, till he shows us what's right. Everything in your life is guiding you. All your problems, you've created them, and their resistance. As soon as you love, all your problems dissipate. Yeah. All problems are trying to get you to love. Every life lesson that you haven't accepted yet is trying to get you to this love. Yeah. And Bridget, I grew up around like some of the angriest people in the world. Well, for everybody. So I grew up around very chaotic families. Yeah. You would be amazed that I didn't come out like one of them. Yeah, hello, Candy. We've talked about anger multiple times during this live. You're simply resisting the present moment. Okay? If it's creating tension, your mind is trying to argue against whatever is happening instead of just letting it be. If anger's from the past, it simply just doesn't even exist anymore. You don't want to believe it? Just believe it. A lot of stuff people can't believe, so that's what creates this anger. Okay? The reason why people don't like anger is because it's uncontrollable. You can't control anger. It's irritating. Most people don't want to believe someone passed away. Da 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 da. No, you just believe it. Because then you have all this relief. Okay. Yeah. And most people, Candy, it's not just you. Most people struggle with anger. There is no struggle though. We're creating the struggle. And the anger is just showing us, hey, it's God talking to you. I don't want you to feel this. Okay, you don't want to feel it. Yeah. Yeah. It's a limited point of view in your mind that's making you feel constricted. Faith does come from hearing. Quit playing with your fingers in your bread baskets. Thank you, God. That is true, Bridget, but when you feel your life, you automatically feel this. But some people actually intellectually know this too, Bridget. Faith does come from hearing, but faith is also positivity. If you're having negativity, it's going to ruin your faith. So faith is also positivity. Yeah. Everything is positive. Everything is happening towards your benefit. Good thing is you don't really have to control it because God's in control of it all. The natural universe is working. Yeah. And I just can't believe. Well, you're seeing all of this bad boy, and we're talking about actually feel your life, because you're living and you can actually tap into your aliveness, and this aliveness is running the whole world. It's the only thing to feel. Everything else doesn't even compare. And everything else that's not this feel of life, which is love, is trying to get you there. You're just restraining. Stress just wants to be unstressed. Okay. I do have the mind of Christ. Jesus saves. I just say that to, well, one thing, people call me crazy, some of them, and I say that as, for people to come in here. Yeah. Then Athena. Yeah, there's certain, of course, there's obviously spiritual energies. Yeah, that's true. There's ghosts. Spirits are real. Yeah, yeah. This, when they talk about these other gods, demigods, and Native American spirits, they're just referring to these spirits. Okay. So I don't like the word demigods or like that, personally. That's just because it creates confusion with a lot of people. It all goes back to God. And to feel him is the best feeling ever. It is your life feeling it. And God is the feel of love. Thank you all. You're just messing with me. Well, it is true that a lot of their stuff, hello boss, does require the sacrifice. It's usually done through animals. Yeah, but the human sacrifice is not. Yeah, that shouldn't be going on. And pagans basically trying to say, like, oh, there's not a source, but there's all these other spirits. I don't know the whole pagan thing, but it all has to come from a source. That wouldn't even make sense. But a lot of time there are animal sacrifices. And obviously people are doing those human ones, which shouldn't be done, but everyone's gonna have to pay their debts. Yeah, I haven't been angry in 12 years. We talk about this pretty often. But and I don't plan to ever be angry again, because I don't want to feel that. That's when the last time that I felt anger was, 11 years ago, 12 years ago. And I realized that I was creating the anger and that I don't have to feel this anger because I don't like the feel of it. So I naturally, from the grace of God, from the lesson of life, I naturally decided to let go. And I actually forgave the person. Okay? It was as logically as it sounds, but it also was like a feeling of release too, simultaneously. And since then, I haven't been mad about anything. It's, yeah. It's really wonderful not to be mad at anything. Especially when you're healthy. Most people are actually healthy. It's, if you're sick, I understand that sometimes you might lose yourself. But even then, if you're healthy, you don't want to be mad, you know? You're healthy. Okay, baby, I didn't see that. Hello, serving my Redeemer. Yeah, I don't really know about all the pagan stuff, and simply I've never felt interested from it, and yeah. It's all about the dolphin milk. We're always watching. Yeah. I make no sense. Huh. Well, wasn't trying to make sense to you. Jesus truly healed me. That's a blessing. Thank you, nice beard. Yeah, you don't need references every time you speak, Jeremy. It's not gonna downplay what you're saying. Hello, Amanda Hickerson. Fallen angels labeled as gods. Yeah. Again, they all come from the source. So labeled as gods. Yeah. Why are they labeling them that? Because they called themselves that. Milk from dolphins. Post-react. You've been saying some odd stuff. Thank you, serving my Redeemer. Oh, it's really nice of you to do that for everybody. I didn't. Yeah. Hello, dancing feathers. Anunnaki. Yeah. I just got up to people when I led by the Holy Spirit. Yeah. I mean, we have natural love in us. You naturally want to love. It's not even an idea. You just feel so much of Jesus's love, what he did. You simply feel the love of the universe. And you naturally, you're overwhelmed by this love. And it's so abundant. You just naturally want to go out to people and help people. The only reason someone doesn't feel this It's because they're not allowing it. They're stuck in their mind. Their mind doesn't feel. It's just an idea, a thought. And then you proceed from the original idea to label it. An evil person or someone who doesn't have empathy, it's because they just don't feel. Not because they can't. Everyone can feel. It's the feeling of love. They're stuck in the mind. This is where hell's, starts. Okay? And this is why Jesus said, forgive them, because they do not know. Jesus realized this. And we can ourselves realize this too. Like, if someone's hating or you don't feel right, exit. Okay? But don't turn like them. And don't act in anger. That's what the Holy Spirit does, Jesus saves. He just leads you. Yeah. Because you are connected to the source. People have a hard time understanding this. But everything's working out for your benefit. Okay? When you think it's not working out, then you cast that out to your reality. And you're just going against yourself. Okay? Yeah. Why would you go against yourself? But health and ill health is a misused fake dichotomy. Yeah. People will call you crazy if you find God. If you're a very intelligent person, they'll say you're psychotic. Yeah. And about the memberships on my channel, I have long videos all the way up till next December. They're already pre-uploaded. So I was gonna, I have extra videos and content that I was gonna throw on the membership. So that's why I even created that. But then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna give it all for free. But then I didn't get to delete it, basically, the membership choice. And a bunch of people end up joining all in one day. So then I just started uploading videos to there. Thank you, serving my Redeemer, for that. I appreciate all your good deeds. Don't worry, expect nothing back. Because God is going to give you whatever you need. He sees everything. Even your thoughts. You're not hiding. So choose positive thoughts. Okay? Happy ones. And also, he sees your good deeds. Even if there's no one around. Okay? Don't worry about what am I going to get out of this. Is he communicating through you? Is this for the betterment of the environment and humanity? For instance, right after this live, I would give bird seed to the birds. Okay? Yeah. It's not just about human beings. It's about everything around us. How we feel inside is how we act towards the outside. The fruitless fig tree. Jesus may have just got, I don't know the full interpretation. Maybe he was just upset at one time that he didn't have food. Yeah, animals, they have souls. Okay? God created everything, and this is sometimes people misplace this. There's a God, a little bit of him in everything. Okay? Almost everywhere I go, I always reach at least one person. That's, yeah, you got a heart. Jesus saves. We're all waking up to this. The whole reason we're existing is to create positivity and to uplift humanity. So don't hold back your love. You're going to feel some type of restraint. You're going to feel something in your throat. Doesn't mean you have to be around this person or place forever. Or, showing love, moving on. That's a great spirit to have. Jesus saves. Thousands of channels mention Jesus daily. Yeah, it's true. That's very nice. Anyone speaking of God, that's a plus. Because we are the only species to become aware. Animals can't really they can't come up to awareness. This is what's unique about the human being. We can realize God. We can feel the love. Be self-aware that we are it. I look like Charles Darwin. The reason they say God has a presence is because he's always here. It's stepping into the presence, which is slowing down your thoughts. Then you merge with the presence. Yeah. That's true, Jeremy. This is peace to minds, yeah. And it's more merely than what I'm saying. I feel peace. This is why other people feel peace. I also know how to conduct it. Yeah. Some people do feel peace, but they don't know how to distribute or execute. And everyone wants peace. It's freedom in itself. Yeah. And it is the nature of reality. It's who God is. Got the dice. I'll check his check today. Yeah. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, I don't know what he's talking about." I want you to feel it. Yeah. You can't think about peace. You can, but if your mind's already has a limited perspective, you're already not thinking about peace, and you're not going to want to change in your ways. It's something to feel. Yeah. He gave his only begotten son. Yeah. I'm gonna. Hello, Denise. Nice to see you in here. It's. Yeah. I'm gonna scroll to the top of the comments because there's so many. Yeah, that was so nice of you, Redeemer. Let's see. 1 times 1 times 1. Yeah. Yeah. You should always keep your thoughts towards God, which to do this, you have to create positivity. Okay? Because a lot of people, if you're in a negative state and you curse God's name, he's not gonna give you, well, he is giving you, you just don't know it. But if we're demanding, and if we're in a negative state, people then see God as, oh, why are you doing this to me? Oh, I don't believe you. So you're going against God. You have to have a positive outlook because that's what God is. Okay? He's just trying to reel you back in. You know? Like a fish out of water. Everything is for him. So if you keep him on your thoughts all day, more importantly, the love, you create the feeling of love. You see him in everybody and everything. That's the right way to live. Even more so once you start seeing him everywhere, everything, you will eventually feel all of this. All of source comes from one feel. Okay? And you just have to feel it. It's the feel of love. You don't really ever stop evolving. And definitely not spiritually. Well, there's certain characteristics we can always become better at. Yeah. I neglect my duties and ignore my life because I'm scared. Well, don't be scared anymore. That's just a thought process, Stone. And I'm having free one-on-ones right now for anything you would like. You just have to reach out to me. Free some other birds too. Well, I have chickens, so I'm feeding the chickens, and I'm also feeding all the birds. Like, there's so many birds that come around. I've never seen so many. Hear, O Israel, the Lord, our Lord is one Lord. Yeah, there's nothing outside of it. People just make up stuff. Yeah. So even the spirits, other spirits are still part of the main creator. Yeah. It's true. Discussion is always better than silence. Yes. God bless you, Strawberry. Hobgoblin. We're about to get out of here, so we were talking about everything. I am. Yeah. You can question yourself. This has been used throughout history. Who am I? And just beware when the thought stops. Then you can see who you really are. And then you'll ultimately feel it. So you can question yourself. Who am I? And follow it. And see when it ends, there's no more thinking. This is really seeing clearly. Carl Henley. You still want pancakes? Okay. Oh, hello, Vicky. Oh, thank you, Denise. It's nice to see you here early in the morning, and I know you were down south for months on end. Seemed like almost like half a year. Yeah, yeah, Samuel. I love the birdies. The birds get fed by other people too. I've never seen so many birds in such a very small proximity. And see, it when we start caring about the world, then we're not involved in our head anymore. It's not about me, me, me. It's about all of life Jesus gave to us. Okay? It's about all of life. And then we're not up here in our mind trying to battle this. It's really not about us. Yes, our salvation, it is. But it's when we start thinking of others and the environment, animals, that is true love. Okay? True love always is felt from you. It comes from the heart. Yeah. If you feed the birds, they'll sing you a song. Well, make sure it's a good bowl of cereal, Jeremy. I used to be a big fan of cereal. Yeah, but if we can try to get some more natural cereals, yeah, ones that aren't as processed as much. So, chicken milk with Count Cola. Yeah, that's crazy. You have a chicken farm. I'm gonna have to visit it sometime, Vicky. Um, thanks, Crystal Lynn Dawn Day. It's a long name. I don't I don't know what everybody's laughing at. Yeah, the dolphin milk. It is a better kind, but it's poison. Yeah. Hello, 3R door. Go live at Vicky's. Well, we were all probably gonna be there, so we'll be there the live. Yeah. Your Cocoa Pebbles. Well, it's not the worst thing, and I I for one I love chocolate. You know, I've made chocolate milk yesterday with raw milk. Did I? Yeah. But either way, I'm a big fan of chocolate. And Cocoa Pebbles, I used to be a big fan of them. Cereals, man. Well, God bless all my brothers and sisters. May you feel God and keep the belief, keep your mind and positivity. Yeah. If you believe in so much love and keep your focus on it, you'll eventually generate it within, or simply you would just feel the love inside of you. Because really, God is already there. It's just covered up through the muddiness in the head. Okay? We're trying to clear the waters, but God's love it's inside of you. Cereal is bad. Yeah. I mean, you could get like whole grains and fresh made cereal, but looking fly today. Thank you, pee pooper. Thank you. Thank all you guys. Yeah. You guys make me happy. Yeah, so. Oh, hello, Jay West Bay. Didn't see you there. Yeah. When we feel God, we become very relaxed. Okay? All our troubles wash away. Nothing bothers us. We also see stuff the way Jesus would see things. We see stuff in a different light, a good light. We're opening and expanding. Thank you, Vicky. Your dog has been waking you up. Yeah, eggs are one of the best foods in the world. God bless you all. May you stay in this love for eternity. I'll be on the following days 8 a.m. Eastern time. And I can't wait for it. Yeah. I'm super excited. You guys have the best day of your lives. Yeah, Denise, that's the grace of God, you know. The light is shining, and it's not just in me, it's in all you guys. That is true of willingly blind. But we're getting out of here, Nightwing. I don't want to, but it will be like we're never apart. I'll be here tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Thank you, Brian. I'll see all you later.